Imagine a company that manages more than $10 trillion in assets, more than Japan's economy, and close to China's. And the surprise? It's just one of three companies. Together own the largest share of the global economy. Banks, tech companies, energy, even governments. And the shock? Each of them owns a part of the others. Let's begin. BlackRock. It's not a bank and not a sovereign fund, but it pulls the strings of both from behind the curtain. But more importantly, BlackRock owns a secret brain called Aladdin, a smart platform that analyzes risks exceeding $21 trillion, used by central banks, pension funds, universities, even governments. And every major investment decision often passes through Aladdin first. BlackRock owns massive stakes in companies like Apple, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Pfizer, and even JP Morgan. And in 2023 reports, BlackRock was one of the largest shareholders in over 18,000 companies worldwide. It also plays a direct role in shaping environmental and social investment policies across giant firms. Sometimes, it even votes on decisions inside these companies. Simply put, BlackRock doesn't just invest. It quietly runs the world's economy. Vanguard rarely in the headlines, but always in the background. It manages over $8 trillion in assets and is one of the largest shareholders in nearly every sector. Its ownership model is unique. It's a cooperative, meaning the clients themselves are the owners. But despite that calm image, Vanguard holds massive stakes in companies like ExxonMobil, Coca-Cola, Lockheed Martin, CNN, Fox, Google, and even Meta. And in 2022, Vanguard was the largest shareholder in 330 of the S&P 500 companies. And what's striking? Despite holding billions in stocks, it rarely releases public statements or shows up in the media. And the strangest part, Vanguard owns shares in BlackRock, and BlackRock owns shares in Vanguard. State Street, and a name you see in the news, but it holds the keys to the American market. It manages over $4 trillion in assets and operates tools like the SPDR, S&P 500, the world's most popular ETF. It owns stakes in most companies on the New York Stock Exchange and provides custodial and asset management services to central banks and sovereign funds. And in 2021 alone, it was the custodian of over $40 trillion in global assets. It's also responsible for operating the infrastructure behind countless global index funds. And in some cases, it's the secret central bank that holds the shares on behalf of BlackRock and Vanguard. Simply put, these three work together, and each owns part of the others. Only three companies control more than 80% of the U.S. stock market. They don't appear on the screen, but they move the economy from behind numbers, indexes, voting power. Subscribe to the channel, because in the upcoming episodes, we'll reveal documented facts and real numbers that expose what's never said out loud.